guys, this is Maria from Schola, and do you know what's a snake's favorite subject? History. All right, I won't make it as a comedian, but I have an awesome school to show you. Let's go check it out. Hi, this is Maria from Schola, and we're here at one of the public prep schools here in the Bronx. Let's check it out. Hi guys, today we are very excited to be in the Bronx at one of the Public Prep Network schools with its CEO, Mrs. Janelle Bradshaw. Thank you so much for welcoming us.
Thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to welcome you at our schools.
Thanks. And I want to start by asking you, what is the mission here at Public Prep?
Our mission is very simple. Every scholar who walks through our doors, we believe it's our job and responsibility to make sure that we find their promise and potential and help them be their best selves. And that starts with a world-class education.
That is amazing. And as the school leader, what does that mean to you?
So what that looks like in practice is that our scholars deserve to have access not only to the best literature and reading and writing and math, but they also deserve to have access to the arts. We have a very robust arts program that we are proud of, that they are real scientists at a very young age, and so science is part of our curriculum as well, and that they also are learning about real-world problems and trying to give back to their community.
That is amazing, teaching the whole child and basically giving them the tools to succeed in anything that they decide to do after school.
That's right.
We are here with Samir. He is a 7th grader here at Public Prep. And I want to ask you, what is your favorite thing about the school?
The events and stuff. Like, I like how Principal Paul, like, he goes out of his time of the day just to make these special events for us, for us to enjoy. Like, I feel like this event was like my favorite one. The costume day. Yeah, I dress up as Harry Potter because like sometimes I read Harry Potter, and like, yeah.
That's cool. And I want to ask you, what makes the network special?
I'm so glad you asked. I'll try to keep it to 3, but I may go over because there's so many things to talk about. First, we are the only single gender network in New York City that runs from pre-K through 8th grade. And we think that it's really important that all of our girls and all of our boys are together in a learning community where first and foremost, they understand that they can access their education without gender stereotypes and labels. And so the smartest mathematician in a girl's class is a girl. And that starts very, very young and continues with them beyond our walls. Similarly, in our boys' class, the best reader is a boy. And so this idea that you can be whoever it is that you want to be is really important and something that we honor and cherish. Second, we are wholly committed to a holistic education and social-emotional learning. And that starts with a deep commitment to having morning meeting and advisory in both our elementary and middle school grades. We're really proud that we do spend time talking about your emotions. We call it being emotional scientists. And so you'll see in our hallways and classrooms some of the tools that we use, including a mood meter, where we help our children at very young ages and throughout identify their emotions, regulate their emotions, name their emotions. It's okay to feel. We want to give everyone permission to feel, and also build empathy for others, because we think that's going to make you an amazing citizen in the future. And the third thing I would say makes us unique is our commitment to academics. We are providing a world-class education, and so we are deeply committed to ensuring that our scholars have access to college, high school, and college level material that will ensure that they're on the road to opportunities and success well beyond their time here at Public Prep. And so what that looks like is that they are reading real literature every single day, engaging in discussions with their classmates, challenging each other's ideas, and formulating their own opinions, because those are the minds that we need to change our world for the better.
Of course, I really like that focus, especially when you talk about that social emotional aspect and building good citizens, because we do want them to be very smart and professional, but also good human beings that can create an impact in their communities.
That's right. We agree. And we think our core values also helps guide us through those work. And so really focusing on community and responsibility, integrity and scholarship and excellence really helps us propel and move forward.
And now let's talk more about the learning and teaching style at the network.
I'm so glad you asked about our teaching and learning style. All of our scholars are learning with all girls and all boys, with the exception of pre-K, where that is a co-ed classroom. But first and foremost, we spend a lot of time building community. We want to make sure that within our community, our scholars feel seen and heard and valued. And that starts with really understanding who they are as an individual and the families and units that they're a part of. And then that translates in the classroom as a place where we can be mutually respectful of each other and also supportive, so that there are girls supporting girls and boys supporting boys to do extraordinary things, which we think is really, really important. Second, what you'll see in our teaching and learning style is a lot of hands-on opportunities, a lot of manipulatives, a lot of opportunities to read real books and literature, but also opportunities to incorporate social talk structures. We call them turning and talking, where you can share your idea with a partner or a small group and listen to other ideas, where you can think to yourself, do I agree with this or do I disagree with this? And how do I learn how to respectfully disagree with someone else's idea? And do so in a way that really is supportive to their learning and my own. And I think the last thing you'll see in our classrooms is the ability to write. We think it is equally important to ensure that you have access to grade level mathematics and reading, but also that you're writing about your ideas, that you're learning how to create your own argument, defend your own argument, and writing is a critical component of that. And so that's what you'll see in our classrooms.
And today we had a chance to see some of the students dressed up as their favorite characters from books. Can you tell me more about that activity?
Absolutely. And so today's Book Character Day across our network, which is an opportunity to bring their love of reading to life. And so it's one thing to pick up a book and engage in a character and go to a far, far away place. But today they actually were able to create their own characters, some that we know, like Red Riding Hood, but others that we think are equally important, like Amazing Grace, or some other characters that they have come to life that really are inspiring them to be change agents. There are a lot of women pioneers that they are representing, and male pioneers that they're representing, because again, what books offer is an opportunity to have a window into a world that may not be your own. And we love to make sure that we're inspiring that power and potential within all of our scholars.
That is definitely very inspiring and very fun. Well, today I'm here with Taylin. She is a second grade student at Public Prep. And I want to ask her about this beautiful award that she has. Taylin, can you tell me more about it?
So I got this from the Unity meeting, and why I got it is because I was listening and paying attention and sitting how was I supposed to be in the Unity meeting. And they were calling out the star of the month, and one of them were me, so I got the star of the award back.
That's amazing. I feel so privileged talking with the star of the week. That's great. And Public Prep is an extensive network across the city. Can you tell me more about the communities that the schools serve?
Absolutely. So we have two communities that we serve. We started in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and we are the first and only all-girls pre-K through 8 school in that neighborhood. And so for the past 20 plus years, we have been serving girls who wanted to have access to a world-class education, and we're really proud of the work that we've been able to do down there. In fact, that very first class of kindergarten and first graders have graduated from college and are out in the world, one of whom has come back and is teaching at one of our campuses in the Bronx. And so when we were able to replicate in the Bronx. We have 4 campuses in the Bronx of all girls schools and all boys schools, again, which we're really, really proud of. And the communities that we serve are really simple. Anyone who wants access to a high quality education and also believes that their son or daughter should be in a community that is going to support them to and through college and ensure that their full potential is reached.
Well, we're here with Blue Rose. She is a 2nd grade student at Public Prep. And I want to start by asking you, what is your favorite thing about this school?
But my favorite thing about this school is the teachers, because they teach us how to learn new things every day and they really care about us.
And do you have a favorite teacher?
My favorite teachers are Mr. Royo and Mr. Etienne.
Yes, why do you like them so much?
I like them so much because they teach us how to learn. And in humanities, they read Miami Jackson books and Diamond Daniel books to us.
Oh, that's amazing. I really like reading too. Do you also read at home?
Yeah, I love reading at home.
That's fantastic. And what a full circle experience having a former student come back and be a teacher. And one of the things that we did notice visiting the classrooms is seeing the diversity. Can you tell me more about that?
I'm so glad that you noticed that. We have scholars from all over, different religions represented in our classrooms, different ethnicities represented in our classroom. Some are first generation students or Americans, and some are, their families have just moved here recently. So we accept all scholars. Every single scholar has potential who walks through our doors. And that means you don't have to speak English as a first language. You will be accepted. You might have a diverse set of needs. Sometimes you may have an individualized education plan or not, just learn differently. It really is our job and our focus to understand how you learn best so that you can reach your full power and potential. And we also have scholars who are at the very high end of learning and need more challenge. You're welcome here too. So we believe that what is representative in our classrooms is the world in which our scholars are going to live in, which is to be amongst a diverse group of individuals. And that's what's going to set them up for success 20 years from now.
And that is so important, to feel supported, encouraged, and accepted in a community if you're new to it or if you've just been here for all your life. So
That's right. That's amazing. We love it.
And finally, where can people find more information about the schools in the network?
I'm so glad you asked. You can follow us on social. We're on all of the social channels, but most importantly, go to our website at www.publicprep.org.
And they can also find more information on Schola.com. Thank you so much, and I will see you all at the next school. Bye! And that's all for today at Public Prep. See you at the next school.